Hey everybody, it's Craig from 9V Games. I don't know how well this is going to work. Whoa. Okay, let's try this. I've only done one other video like this. A couple things I need to address. I know I did an addressing video, the last one, and I'm sorry. I will get back to doing gaming videos, but it actually has to do with the versus videos. I did the 2 TVs thing. It didn't work out so well, so I'm going to have to do the Skyrim versus Morrowind normally. It just didn't look too good, and the TVs, the 2 different sizes, and blah blah blah. So, yeah. What I really need is to wall mount one above the other one. But that's going to take some time and money, which I don't have. And then another thing is, I keep getting comments about doing capture device, or PVR, whatever the fuck they're called, with a face cam for my reviews. I like the way that I do reviews. However, I finally have gotten enough messages about it that I'm going to put it in viewers' hands, you guys' hands. Some of you know what I'm going through, some of you don't, but the fact of the matter is I am fucking broke. Hence why I haven't really been playing any new games lately, except for Last of Us. So I'm going to leave a link to donate into my PayPal. And if I get enough donations to buy a capture device, or a PVR or whatever, then I'll do it. So I'll leave it up to you guys. How badly do you want me to do that? I can go either way. I really like the way that I do it now, but if that's what you guys want to see, then I'll try to appease your needs the best that I can. But right now, finances aren't there to do it. I think that's fair. And then the second thing is, this will be the third thing. The third thing is, I wanted to bring this up just to say this before Pod 9, because I don't want to bring this up during Pod 9 and keep talking about the same thing with the sexism in games and feminists and blah, blah, blah. This morning I made a tweet, and somebody took it the real wrong way. And it'll be understandable when it comes out of my mouth. If you know me, however, you know that it's not understandable. I mean, it's understandable. So, you know, they announced that you'll be able to use a female soldier in Call of Duty. Whoop-de-fuck. I mean, great for females in gaming, I guess. However, I tweeted, I was like, yes, can't wait to shoot a female soldier in the face in Call of Duty. And then I hashtagged it with treating women with equality. And then I hashtagged it again with feminists can't complain. And someone got real upset. And I think it's mainly because they don't know my sense of humor. And the fact that I actually don't play Call of Duty, so I don't think they took it as satire, but oh well. They got real angry, and they were angry because they were like, oh, you just jumped at opportunity to pull one over on women. I have all sisters, and 3 of them were in the military. So it's not like, A, I was dissing military people, which is not what she was upset about, and B, I can't really get away with dissing women because my sisters will beat the shit out of me. And they can. Because they were in the military, and they're rugged. But I just think it's funny, she got so upset. And I said, she's like, I don't know why you had to make it a point to say that. It's like you purposely jumped at it. And I was like, I did. I made a joke. I thought it was hilarious at the time that I said it. I still think it's fucking hilarious. I was telling females at my work who play games, and they also thought it was fucking hilarious. Because I just did what feminists do. I pulled something without doing a ton of research, and I made a joke about it, or I made a bold statement about it, and I thought it was funny. The backlash, however, wasn't so funny, because she tried to tell me that I was basically like a dick, and I was chauvinistic, and even though I appear not to be sexist, that I really am. And I'm not sexist. I just like to poke holes in arguments. And the argument was, she fell right into a trap, too. I was waiting for someone to do this. This is the purpose of the statement. If you're gonna do something, you've got to be consistent. Hold on. My cigarette's going out. If you're gonna take a stance, you need to be consistent. You know what I mean? And I said this, and this is like horrible. And I think she started to get really pissed when I said this. I said, what's the big deal if I said something about shooting a female video game character in the face? I said, it's mostly dudes in military games. I said, they all get shot in the face. There's never been a complaint about shooting thousands of men in the face, and blah, blah, blah. And She said it's not the same thing. And I said it is the same thing. In real life, men get raped, murdered, treated like shit, cheated on, lied to, blah, blah, blah. The same thing as women. The only reason that it's not headlines is because we don't complain about it. And she said, well, you complain about it. And I said, I only complain about it because feminists complain. I'm just trying to level the playing field. When I say stuff like that, it is simply because I'm trying to level the playing field. And I want someone to fall into a trap like that and say that it's not fair that I say something like that. When in reality it is. If women want to be treated as equals, I can't say women, I'm sorry, because I have women around. I have someone who jumped in the Twitter conversation and it magically stopped because she was a female who jumped in and took my side. Even one of the ladies to die for responded to my tweet with LOL. If feminists want things to be viewed equally between men and women, you have to take everything that men get too, not just the good. And I said, you can't cherry pick what you take. You know what I mean? You can't be like, oh, I want to have a strong female lead in the game. I want to have a game that's centered around a female protagonist who's not scantily clad and blah, blah, blah. And that's great. I think that you should have that, and I think that developers should take good care with it to make sure they actually make a good game so you don't get the stigma that all games with female protagonists are shitty, which I don't believe is true, but, well, that's a lie. Like the game Primal that they said, Primal was terrible. But like something like Beyond Good and Evil is an amazing example. They should do more games like that. However, you can't just be like, that's what I want. You need to take the other shit too. There's plenty of shitty games out there that have guys in it. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's not like we reserve everything just for men. And on top of that, if I make a bold statement, I was trying to go around because I wasn't entirely sure what I was trying to say. I said that I make fun of feminists just as much as I make fun of men. And that's true. And she said that that's not true. And she thinks I think I have the same tone, but I don't really. And I asked her, I said, you haven't actually checked out my YouTube channel yet, have you? Because I think if you look at my YouTube channel, the thing I make fun of most is Joe. And Joe is a dude. And I do, if you go back to my videos, I think I rip on male press members more than female members. In fact, the only ones I really ripped on that are female was in my sexism in gaming video, and that was about it. Even in our podcast last 2 weeks ago, I talked about feminism in gaming, but what did we talk about before that? Phil Fish. So I mean, like I said, you can't just cherry pick things. I do, days that I tweet like 20 things that are probably offensive to either religion or some to race, some to gender, some to anything. You can't just get upset when I say something that pertains to you and then not say anything about everybody else. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so I expect you, if you pick out something to be like, that's horrible, you said that about women. I expect you to roll back through my other ones and then say, that's horrible, you said that about Spanish people. That's horrible, you said that about men, blah, blah, blah. Because clearly, you don't know shit about me. And what I believe feminists do, and I shouldn't even say believe, this is what they do, is they don't do research, they just pick something that's obvious and most of the time take it out of context. Like when we were talking about Braid and blah, blah, blah. And the Princess Peach thing, which she did no research on whatsoever. And they take that and they try and, make a big deal out of it. And it's not a big deal. I'm sorry. If there was more people that felt that way, things would be changed. And they're not. And what I tried to argue with this person before is that the moment that you take a game and you try and say, and you're only looking for something sexist, you're only looking for something racist, you're not a gamer anymore. You are just taking something and you're trying to find a problem with it. And in that sense, you're not enjoying video games. You're just finding a way to take them down. And if you look for sexism in something, you are the sexist yourself. Sorry, but it's true. Thank you guys for watching.